Hi everybody. How are you? I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm not going to check messages notifications today because quite frankly God told me not to. I've got to get out, make this clear what I'm talking about so people concerned can deal with it. So, wow, the lighting's funky. Sorry about that. Um yeah. So anyway, yeah, I didn't check them. I was just talking to God, communing with Him, and trying to um, find words for His feelings about everything. So you notice that. Oh, I'll touch on a couple of current events first. Maybe you didn't hear, but I watched JWTV, and he reports a lot of the news type things and whatever. And he was talking about in New Zealand and Australia, there was, I think they were called Drisol, Drisoll, strawberries and papayas, bananas, mangoes, that type of thing. But some 62-year-old woman, I think we would call her a woman, was putting needles in strawberries trying to kill people. So, yeah. And that's happened here in the United States too, and it happens like around Halloween and candy and all that, but I mean, you never know, I guess. It's the way that is. Um yeah. Give me one more moment. I'll be right back. I'm still with you. We're still with you. Quiet now. I don't need that. Thank you. Okay, I forgot I had warmed up my coffee and I forgot to grab some. So thank you for being patient. Yeah, so that's the thing with the fruit there. So, I would beware anyway. I mean, nowadays, whatever we eat, unless we grow it ourselves, we really don't know anyway. So, and then there was, let's see, what else? Oh, it'll come to me. But yeah, that's disgusting. Somebody that age, well, any age, killing another person. Mm, that's what it was. Yeah, white guy going on a Hopi Indian to the Hopi Indian reservation. Oh, that's hilarious. Um, I have native blood, and I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what you do, if you're white and you're going on the res, you're in danger. Their craft of from their packs they made between Satan and him, all indigenous people around the world made packs like that, and their craft and their witchcraft is far stronger and more um, subtle than just about anybody's I've ever met. So um, they'll do something to him, even if he doesn't realize it's been done. They will. It's just like nowadays. Like I worked at the casino, and the Native Americans own it. They're rich. They were rich after the government stole all their land. God dang late. That's just crazy. I guess I have to deal with it. But we do have a storm coming in. And it does seem like when there's electric in the air, it's just like I like soak it in. I don't know. I don't know. I can't prove it, but it's true. But anyway, so uh yeah, they're taking the white man's money and they're happy about it. And how foolish is that to people? I had a friend lose her house. Literally lost her house from gambling. They just couldn't stay out of the casino. Ridiculous. But that's the way it goes. Too bad. I mean, it really is. Excuse me. But yeah, so those were those two things. And um okay, here goes the forgiveness thing. I forgive on a daily basis, and normal people do. We forgive each other. So, why in the media, why online is everybody pushing this love, love, forgive, forgive? We do anyway. So why are you pushing it? I'll tell you why. It's the demons that are pushing it. What are, you don't have to forgive me. I haven't done nothing to you. You see where I'm going with that? So why are they pushing this forgive, forgive? And of course we're going to forgive. Jesus died for our sins. So of course, Christ's blood, we're already covered in that area, you know. And people that love God all over the world, they know that. They don't have to tell us to be forgiving. We are forgiving. They're just reminding us through the churches and through their doctrine that they're pushing on people to make sure that we don't ignore. Okay, say if you have a boss that's cruel, or a spouse, or a mother, or blah blah, whoever, and they're cruel on a daily basis, and they're like, you're supposed to be forgiving, you're a Christian. You see where I mean? It's not that you don't forgive, it's still beware of these people that are pushing the forgiveness card all the time, because it's like at this point of the game, it's really bullshit. Normal people don't have to forgive or be forgiven, because we don't do anything like that. And if we did, God covers it and it's over. And then Satan's going to say, well, you did this, so go out and tell them they have to be forgiving. So you can't even speak about what somebody has done to you. What? You see what I mean? They're trying to make it silence your pain, silence your troubles. Well, you have God in your heart, so you can't say anything. You can't speak out, because if you speak out, and this is what the Pope is pushing with his um pedophile pack, if you speak out, then you end up looking like a troll. You end up looking like a bad guy. You know, he's like and then they find other positions for these people. You don't that's beyond forgiving. That's They need to be in prison. It's like, why don't they just go lock themselves up? They're so righteous. Lock yourself up, pull the door closed, and wait and pray somebody feeds you something. You know? Yeah. Pray like they do. Yeah. Right. So, like I said, I'm not saying don't be forgiving. I'm just saying watch out for these people that are treating other people shitty if they're not being forgiving, because maybe these people have done things over and over and over, and it's not that you don't forgive them, but you have to let other people know, look, this is what happened to me, and this is, I forgive this person, these people, but beware, you know. So yeah, I've been singing beware of the handshake that hides a snake. Can you dig it? Beware of the pat on the back. It just might hold you back. You know, that smiling faces, sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof. And it's like your enemy won't do you no wrong. You know where he's coming from. Don't let the handshake and the smile fool ya. Take it my advice. I'm only trying to school ya. So yeah, that's really so true. You know, the old keep your enemies close, friends close and enemies closer. That is true to a certain extent. If you don't know what they're doing, you don't know what they're doing. But God tells you ahead of time, though. It's just like me. He said, don't open up your messages. There's something there that's going to hinder your message. He said, leave it till tomorrow. So guess what? I'm leaving it till tomorrow. That's how obedient I am. So whoever put that something something little dig for the demon seed, it's not going to work because you better repent. He's watching you and he's protecting me. So protects all his kids. That's what he does. So yeah. Yeah, my singing voice isn't primo. I gotta admit, cigarettes and smoke, smoke that cigarette. Smoke yourself to death. Doodle doodle. Well, um, if I thought that this planet could clean itself at this point and be okay, um, it could. It would take a major miracle about right now before the tipping point, you know? So, but that's neither here nor there. I enjoy it. Keeps me busy, keeps my mind busy, you know? I really don't like to eat. I hate it. I hate to eat. So I do it once a day normally. It's like a binge. I eat like, well, not 3 meals in one, like about a meal and a half perhaps, and I burn it off. So that's just the way I eat. Sometimes I'll eat during the day, but that's like rare. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it's to appease somebody else or to make them feel comfortable. So, yeah. So I do actually fast all day, every day, until very late. So I go a good probably 23 hours of fast daily. And I even go like, I'll go without sleeping. I used to do it a lot. Excuse me. Um, not like I used to, but I do still do it. It's not that I'm looking to deprive or punish or anything. It's just certain times, like if you sleep too much or you eat too much, it's like, man, give it a break. These people, I know I've said it before, but they get up in the morning, break fast. Why? Who told you you had to break your fast? You know, go a couple days, you probably need it. You know, unless you're diabetic or something. You know, but yeah, you can still like even fruits, veggies, and different things can create blood sugar, and it's not always good for you. And people are like, well, plant-based diets is even nuts. It's worrying because our bodies are carnivorous. We were made that way. Well, omnivore, but barely. And so the lack of protein literally in people's diets is a issue for them. They may not recognize it until they're older. So that's hey, the long lived creatures know that full well. They're just trying to push otherwise. I'm not saying don't eat your fruits and veggies. I'm just saying be careful when you do, you know? And they're even saying like the sugar is bad, but for the most part, and white flour, but maybe not. There's times where I used processed flour in my life because I needed that quick energy, and if you have that, like white bread with, say, a tuna sandwich, or tuna's a bad example, but turkey, whatever, peanut butter, um, that's great energy. Even a cheese sandwich, great energy for whatever you got to do with the carbs and the processed flour. I mean, I don't listen to anybody tell me how to eat because I'm stronger. So why would I listen to somebody else? you know? So, anyway, that's true. I'm very strong. You would be incredibly surprised. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm not. See, now that's another thing in the Bible I have an issue with. It's not, like, oh, I was proud of something I did. Now I have to repent. What? No, God made me. He made me to be strong like that. It's one of my gifts, and I'm proud of that from Him. That's part of me. When I look at somebody else that looks kind of like that, I'm like, wow, cool. And they should be proud too. You carry yourself with pride. It's dignity, I guess. Oh, and so it would be really hard to say, I'm so dignified of myself. So that's not a sin? Whatever. It's all in the words. It's like if you have a big fat head and you're all conceited so much so that you don't see the beauty in everybody else, then you're a piece of shit. So, yeah. But anyway, um, yeah, that forgiveness thing is a big thing, and watch who's pushing it on you and why, you know, because I'm telling you, they're going to turn it on people. They're going to say, oh, you don't forgive, so you are not a Christian. So then when they smack you in the head again and then wait another year or something, then they can say, well, you're not forgiving. You're not a Christian. But did they forget along the way that they never were a Christian every single day and that they're not the ones being tortured? You see? So that's my point. Watch this forgiveness thing they're going to be pushing, and watch this love thing. We already love out here. Normal people love and forgive on a daily basis every day. So watch who's pushing this hokey bullshit, because it is. Yeah. No, I mean when brothers and sisters in God say, hey, I love you in peace and loving that, it's real, real. But I'm talking about people that are trying to get your money for any reason, or some of them don't even want money. Some of them are just bringing people into the cause with their words or whatever they're doing for their selves, for their gains. So it could be about anything they want: a car, a horse, even a chicken, geez, whatever. Depends on where you live and what you want. Love life, whatever. Um, Satan will make you all kinds of promises before he screws you over, and so will your compadres. You know, you know how many bad people I've seen screw each other over through my life. How funny is that? Good people don't do that. You know, only the bad ones do. That's the guy when you drop a quarter or whatever kind of money you have in your country, you drop some money. That's the guy that'll pick it up and say he found it and watch it drop out of your hand, you know? So, yeah, I would be real leery of all these type of people that are cruel on a daily basis, and they're adamantly pushing the love forgiveness card, and they're total pieces of crap. So yeah, I mean, when I see in my mind's eye what people do, when God shows me something and he tells me to get on here and speak, that I'm going to, you know. So yeah, it's an important thing. Well, I hope everybody is doing good, and you're not going to change my mind. Like I told you before, it's not about not forgiving, it's about stopping this crap, you know. And somebody's got to be stern. If everybody else wants to condemn me, I don't care. It's not your job, you know. It's not your job to condemn me, and it's not your job to speak out on it, evidently, because I sure will. If I see somebody that's got a great big channel, I don't care how huge or how tiny, if you're saying or doing something to somebody that isn't right, I'm going to get you. It's the way it is. That is the way it is. A lot of people got stoned and they missed it, or they were sleeping or overate and slept in the chair when Christ came visiting, because the rest of us were fully aware of the Great Awakening. So I do think it started about 10 years ago, but as many people on the planet, it took, it's in completion. God told me that it would end with me so I would know when it was completed. And it was completed right around in February this year. So I know that He spoke to everybody. So if they were too stoned and they couldn't talk, I don't know what to tell you, but that's true. So I would say if you could get in touch with God and try and talk, if you didn't get a chance, this might be the time to do it, you know? So, because if you can't sense that God is close, if you can't sense Him here, I don't really know what to tell you. And oh, one other thing, um, the Anunnaki being affiliated with Satan, and there's somebody's channel, and he's like, Anunnaki kids from Bebe. Well, let me tell you, Bebe wasn't Anunnaki, and the the even the Nagamati text, the Sumerian tablets, the emerald tablets of Thoth, and it's not Toth, it's Thoth, that I read when I was young in the Masonic Lodge. Um, they've all been altered to. They were fictitious to begin with. So they were always used to scare and manipulate people. So I'm still telling you, the King James is, and the older the Bible, the better. I've got a very, very old one, but um, it really is true. The feeling that you'll get is the only true message. And seriously, if you start reading Aramaic, drop the Hebrew and the Greek and look up some Aramaic words, you're going to be hearing a whole nother story. So if you don't believe that I know what I'm talking about and I read what I read when I was younger, I don't know what else to tell you. I will be taking time this winter. I'll have time, but in a day or so here, I'm going to have to go out and build a chicken coop because somebody said they were going to, and then I kind of had a feeling they wouldn't anyway. So, I mean, she's homeless. There's nothing I can do except try to do something. So I might still make videos or not, but I'll have to see how long it takes me and what I have to do. And so, thinking about in my horse's lean-to, there's a spot in there that I might make in a corner and then make it so my horse can't get over at her, so when she's eating, she can eat in peace and stuff, because the horse is pushy, even though they're friends. But yeah, she's big, she's pushy. That's the way. It's kind of like the Illuminati. They're big and pushy. Well, yeah, they need to meet somebody bigger and pushier. So, yeah. Any of you want to come and visit me? You'll find out what big and pushy is, because I run on God power. You're more than welcome. Maybe I can put God in your heart, where you say you're your own God. You must be feeling awful squishy out all over. Man, I wouldn't want to be you. I'm serious. That's got to be the squishiest, loneliest feeling in the whole world. It really does. I couldn't imagine, you know? So, but I'm gonna let this go and smoke a little something, something, and maybe I'll be back. I love you all so much, and consider this word forgiveness. Maybe look that up in Aramaic. I'm not going to take the time because I already know. And I hope you know in your heart and your souls what I'm telling you is the truth. It's only the bad guys that are pushing this shit because the normal people, we already run on forgiveness and love. So why are they pushing all this hokey shit? We know that. Like they're telling us something new. There's nothing new under the sun. So that's a fact. Nothing. So, and I can't prove that um intelligent civilizations have existed before, and what this little mankind era does right here is just baloney and bullshit, and they're lame and they're retarded and they're inbred and you make me sick, that type of thing. I can't prove that to everybody, but it is the truth, and the truth will come out. So, and they're lying about God. There's a great, great, great big lie they're lying about. And when that shit comes out, everybody's going to be pissed and they're afraid. And they should be. That's why I'm not saying too much more. I can't prove nothing at this point, but it won't be long. I feel it. Yeah. I'll let you know when I feel it really close, but I feel it. So, mm, I love you. I really love you guys. Yeah. I'd love nothing more than to spend time. Whoever wants to come and visit, you're more than welcome. You don't have to bring no money for food or nothing like that. I'm a good cook. I always got food, but I only cook once a day. You'd have to grab something for yourself if you want to eat any. And I won't be mad. I mean, some people need their energy more than that. So I just might be because I've been born with a herniated umbilical cord. I've been punched in my stomach so hard, and then I pulled all my stomach muscles and all my ligaments, and so my internal system isn't quite like everybody else's. It's a little bit different. So, yeah. Well, everybody, you have the best day or night wherever you are. And before you go to argue with me, say a prayer and consider instead of don't just deny. Consider every angle. So I'm telling you this out of so much love. Okay? Later. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.